In the mobile game Ingress, if you've got a bunch of portals and you try to make as many fields as possible, well, there's lots of ways to do that. Usually when you're done, you'll see that different parts of your play area have different numbers of fields, different numbers of layers, as you can see here. However, if you've got just the right arrangement of portals, and you link them together in just the right way, you can sometimes get a pure uniform color all the way through your fielding area. This is what we call a homogeneous field, or maybe homogeneous field. There's actually two words here, homogeneous, homogeneous. They mean exactly the same thing. I guess in this video I'll just flip back and forth between them or something, or use what I'm used to. Anyway, homogeneous fields. Everyone's made one. Here's an example of a single layer, a one-layer homogeneous field. If you add a portal in the middle and then split that carefully, you get two layers throughout the whole area. You've probably made one of them too. If you split each of these smaller triangles with yet another portal, you will get a three-layer field. And then, if you split each of these 9 portals, you can get a 4-layer field. Now, to make a 4-layer homogeneous field, you'll need at least 7 outgoing links from one of your 3 anchors. So for a long time, this was the best anybody could do, until... Hallelujah, 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 hallelujah. That's right. A 4-layer field takes 7 outgoing links. It's easier if you have a softbank. But a 5-layer field, you're going to need a softbank no matter how careful you are, because you just need so many outgoing links from your final anchor portal. There's a 5-layer field. A 6-layer field, you'll need at least 3 softbanks, and it's much easier if you put 4 on. Here we go. And now that's the most layers you can actually make in a homogeneous field. A 7-layer field would need at least 7 softbanks. So nobody's going to make one of them. Gosh, that's a lot of AP. Look at that. And because they're such beautiful things, I decided to make a video series on homogeneous fields. They're fantastic for use in field art, and they're fantastically beautiful things all by themselves. So this is part 1, what they are. Part 2 is the basic how-to of a homogeneous field, how to choose your portals, how to choose your links and your link order. And then in part 3 of this video series, I'm going to talk about a particular op we did in Perth, Western Australia, to make a 6-layer field and what we learned from that. First of all, I'll give you a bit of a better idea on what's involved here. So a 1-layer field, you know what a 1-layer field is. It's just got those 3 portals and 3 links. A 2-layer field has 6 links for 4 portals, and then things start to multiply exponentially. A 4-layer field has 42 links, a 5-layer 123, and a 6-layer has 300, about as many links and fields as there are days of the year. The complexity multiplies by 3 every time you add another layer. A challenge people like to set themselves is this. Look at this guy he's making a 3-layer homogeneous field here. And you'll see he's not going to use all the portals that are on the play area. He's going to leave some uncaptured, not involved in his field. So, I mean, that's great. He'll make a beautiful set of fields there. But some people like to set themselves the challenge. Can you make a homogeneous field that uses every single portal available? Well, let's talk about how difficult that is. 2 layers, well, it's pretty trivial. You find 3 portals in a triangle, 1 portal in the middle, and you've got your 2-layer field. For a 3-layer field, the 4 portals inside have to be in just the right positions. It's not guaranteed you'll be able to make a homogeneous field with just 4 randomly placed portals in the triangle. In fact, your chances are about 40%. To make a 4-layer field, you need that central splitter there, and then the other 12 portals in 3 groups that each can form a 3-layer field. So the chances are even less then if you're relying on random chance. There's only about a 1 in 100 chance you'll be able to make a 4-layer field if you've got exactly 13 portals inside your triangle. So you're going to have to search carefully to find the right place to make a 4-layer pure homogeneous field. For 5 layers, the chances are even smaller. That central splitter is there, and then each of your 13 portals in the smaller triangles has to have that 1 in 100 chance. Your chances are only about 1 in a million then. And yet, it's been done. I'm not sure how they found the place to do it, but they certainly didn't rely on luck. For a 6-layer field, I've got bad news. You've got your central splitter. Each of those groups of 40 around that have to have that 1 in a million chance. And you're looking at, there probably isn't an arrangement of portals like this anywhere in the world which have 121 portals inside a triangle and you can make it into a 6-layer field. If anyone does it, it will be through a whole lot of portal submissions very carefully planned. So finally, I just want to close with some heat maps. If you do manage to make a pure homogeneous field, where are the portals? Where are the interior portals? This is a heat map of where they're most likely to be. This is for a 4-layer field, and you can see the portals tend to be bunched up on the edges with some towards the middle as well. And that's even more pronounced when you move on to a 5-layer or even a 6-layer field. So if you're planning a homogeneous field, especially if you're planning a pure one, it probably pays to look for, say, a main road running along one edge of your plan. Anyway, that's about all I've got for part 1 of this 3-part series on homogeneous fields. Thanks very much for watching. This is Agent 57 Cell signing off. Don't forget to subscribe. Thanks very much.